Tonight we have Requiem versus CatJam. Hillbilly will be picked by Requiem and then followed by Artist, which will be Sir Smonk picking that killer, then Cinewhite, and then Kaido Kids versus Nameless Kings, and then followed by the final game for the final day of the week, Diamond Dogs versus Oppenheimer at 10 p.m. So we've got some really good games tonight, and Jumps, to start us off with the Billy. How good is that? Not sure if Jones is there, but we are going to take the chase here onto the survivors here, and this is Headhunter, so good to see the big man back in action. We did see him a few weeks ago on the Blight. He's going to get that balance landing away now. Den, he's going to get the stun now. Hold on a second. Headhunter getting a stun on Ping is diabolical. This is ridiculous here. So very nicely done, and to be completely honest with you, this could be shambles here if we let this thing. We're just going to have to M1 here, and look at the pressure here. We've got two survivors, probably doubling that main generator, which is always key to get out of the way. If you can get that out of the trial as soon as possible, that is absolutely incredible. So we are going to get them off guard. Now we do have Ruin, so that will be, the aggressive slowdown to the survivors. So they are going to want to get that out of the trial as soon as possible. They're going to take the chase and get the down onto Storm's Light. So honestly, Den has got a nice, he'll have a nice hook in a solidified location on the map. So, if you can actually find it, good spot and bang, look at that, right, straight to the face. A perfect hook, and we've spotted our next survivor. So, Jams, this has been a not too bad a start, but, good to see that these survivors are actually getting a bit of gem progress going.
Yeah, sorry, the dogs were barking for that. I had to mute up for a sec there. Would have killed the vibe, but no, we did see the OSL owner get into some beautiful chase. We see Mercy Death here getting the life off, still choosing to play this tile, which is pretty upsetting to see. Good pull in the background. We do see Leggy on the DS and Leggy on the No Mother. I wonder if he has the DS No Mother Deli, the infamous pull. We do see Storm's Light taking a nice little, I guess that was probably a calculated BT tag. This tile is just not that good against Billy. We need to sort of make something happen here. Something beautiful needs to come! And it's come straight from the other side of the rink puller.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is a bit of a problem now. There's going to be the first gem popping. Now, hold on. If we can get this main generator out of the trial, which is going to be Leggy, and we're going to get a little bit stuck now. Hold on a second, Leggy. You might want to look in front of you. You don't want to go down here. So this is the DS Dead Hard play. That'll be a down. So, Jams, we aren't running the overpowered Deli, DS, DH, and no Mitre build. So it's just the your stock standard DH, DS, no Mither. So very strong build still without Deliverance, but this is looking problems. Mercy needs to get this gen done in the background, and then we're going to have to see Leggy rotate for that pull, or it's going to be real problems, because at this point he can turn around, go straight back to the hook and camp it out, because Leggy is obviously a one-tap survivor. So this is real problems, and that is what we're going to do. We're just going to camp out the survivor now. This is problems. This is real problems, Jams, because to be completely honest, they have no gem pressure. I think they had a little bit on 12, but yeah, the Ruin is still up, I believe, so there's still problems. Now, hold on, no, they do have a bit more generator progress, so this isn't... Alright, they're just going to let Storm's Light die here, so fair enough. We are going to confirm it. We aren't going to leave it early, and we're going to go straight towards Shaq. So Ruin is still in this trial. Now, Headhunter is going to have to just last here, and that'll be what he needs to happen. So, honestly, Jams, they need another gen here, but Headhunter needs to last.
He was juicing all this time, and you've thrown it off to me right as he's been tapped around the tree. That's heartbreaking. No. Also, Headhunter, the owner himself, he's been putting on quite the show this match. Had some good chases. Storm's Light was the deli, so pretty unfortunate that pretty good decision from Den just to camp it out in hindsight. But no, you're all right. The gen pressure is spiffy right now. I do love that. They do have a bit of prog. It's not going to be 4K or high gens. I still think this is just low key. On a worst case result, maybe 4K 0. Best case, they get outs maybe. I feel like CatJam was more than well versed to get outs here. 3 of the more competent survivors on the lineup. Let's be fair. Headhunter, Mercy Death, who's popping that gen in the background. which may get a bit scary. We do have this lovely 3-gen bottom that we're sort of harboring to, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. They don't really need to pull Headhunter at this current time. We just need a bloke to sit his bottom on a gen. Spectator Leggy's just entered into chase. What's happened there? Can we get a quick flick around? Beautiful. Leggy's going down. And honestly, Hasso, it's all up to Headhunter and Mercy Death.
We're gonna pick. So that's fair enough. It is the No My the Survivor. Now, Jams, if we tunnel out Leggy here from this unhook, that's when the problems can occur on the side of Den, simply because it is the DS dead hard no mither. You can obviously double out a generator. Now Mercy Death, a bit of stealthing here behind the generator. Probably will be looked at here by Den very shortly. Now, if we can survive this, and no, we are not going to stealth behind this generator. Surely not. We are probably going to get down here. I mean, this is going to be a close one, but we are just going to run straight towards Shaq. And there comes the unhook. So this will be Leggy with the DS dead hard straight off the bat. I'm going to go back to the hook now. Jams, it is looking, look, 4K1, 4K0. Best case scenario, as you said, probably out, but we need to last in chase. That is a must. These chases must last. The communications between one another and these survivors needs to be unmatched. It needs to be pinpoint perfect. So, honestly, to see where they're at so far, it's definitely, I'm intrigued to see first off who will be playing the Billy for CatJam. I think that'll be a really interesting one, and you know, I think these survivors we've seen a lot of CatJam gameplay, and they're pretty good with the communications, so I wouldn't be surprised if they put on a bit of a performance and hopefully, you know, get a 4K0 or even somehow get out here. I mean, there is a nice little 3-gen where you can just go, you know, like a triangle back and forth. So bang! Straight to the face, bold middle stump. What a snipe from downtown. So Jams, now it's starting to spark problems because the DS, I mean, it's still up, but it won't be coming until this next unhook, and we might not even opt to tunnel them.
Yeah, dead hard, just irrelevant in that situation. This is gonna, I was gonna be a bit more hopeful and say this could still just be outs here, but with Ruin, with that down coming in, I guess just not. We need someone to pressure Regen, and it's just not possible from where the hook is right now. The gens are really good as well, I have to admit. You got 6 Shaq and the 9-gen, so yeah, not getting Shaq out at the start was pretty diabolical. Even though Headhunter had a bloody juicer chase at Shaq to begin with, so I don't know, you live and you learn. Either way, I will say this though, I don't know who will be playing Billy for CatJam. I will be excited to see. I'm going to just pre-fire like Leggy and just assume it's Leggy. But this gen's at 50. He will just opt to leave. What's Headhunter's play here? He's just harboring for the pool. If Den, the only way Den throws this right now is if he leaves earlier and gets juiced by Mercy Death, Hasso. Well, I don't think he's going to be leaving Leggy anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to just confirm this, and yeah, this is going to spark problems completely now, because that is the DS survivor who's got no value, Jams. Keep in mind, no value from 2 of the 4 perks, the 2 strongest perks in the game, the DS and the Dead Hard. So, no value at all. So, yeah, this has sparked real problems now, and Ruin's still up. Headhunter's being located. Probably going to slug this if he gets the down very shortly. Mercy's going to crank now. If somehow we commit this chase and don't check that generator, which we are, maybe we could, but yeah, this is where Headhunter's going to have to wrap, and you see him in the background wrap towards that generator. I don't think we make this here. We are going to evade it. Now, very nicely done. Now, we've just ran through the side. I'm not too sure what's happened now. We are going to go back to the generator, and that Ruin is going to be starting to cause real problems. And Headhunter's running to the end of the tractor, or whatever you want to call it, the crane. So that is unfortunate. Now, 4K1 Jams. It's not great, but it's not terrible. You know, it definitely, you know, a result definitely can be looked at a lot stronger. But, you know, considering where they were at the start, it actually isn't as bad as you might think from where they were. They obviously had a few downs before they got their first gen, so it's not terrible. But yeah, what do you have to digest out of this game so far?
Pretty bizarre game. I mean, looked like they could have outed. The gens were good for a hillbilly, I will admit. I think they should have probably cleansed, they being the survivors. Probably should have cleansed the ruin. Try and get the ruin out the way, play a bit slower. We do just unironically snap the course of the match. There's still a chance to pop this gen over the ruin. Has been regressing at quite a dear amount. We do catch Mercy Def now. We should just full commit this. And honestly, 4K1 will be the result you're left with, which on Hillbilly these days is pretty good. I think cross ping is probably more understandable getting 4K, but you do see Mercy Def go down there. That was a nice little redirect on the saw, but yeah, I think it's usually just 4K on ping. You can get outs on. I mean, you can get outs on it as well, but it's more understandable, like I said. Either way, I do think this was it. Loki had potential to be out after that first chase from the OSL owner. That was a beautiful first chase. I was G'ing him up. We did have Unbreak on Mercy Def as well. So every last resort coming out need to get a gen done. I think Mercy would be better off just sitting on 5 and I don't know, maybe Headhunter just goes for a juicer, maybe he checks 7 and dawdles a bit. I don't know, maybe you pop, I just don't know if he's gonna pop 7. He's looking at it though, he's like, yeah, she's on 5 as well, she's on 6, so not bad. He's just leaving though, to be fair. I mean, can't blame the man for playing safe in a 2v1. It would be diabolical if they popped a gen under his nose. It's almost like, ironically, I think we saw the same team do that. They were versing Saf, and it was a Wesker set, and they just let the gen pop under their nose, and Saf got back in the game and won the tiebreaker. Just a game Requiem just could have easily won. It's also good to mention Requiem's just a form overall. They just haven't been in good nick at all. They look tired, if anything. They look a bit, oh, this is a good result for them. I don't know. I think based off what I've been hearing from the general community, I think that we just get the hatch. That's a fresher. That will matter. I mean, we just have the same build. No one really trusts the Delhi DS these days. I mean, I don't know. It's the God build, I'll be honest. Delhi DS is kind of broken. We haven't seen either team run it tonight. That being Delhi DS no matter. We do see an instant chase, and that was a nice little jiggy there. That could have been problems off the rip. Now, the only way that Leggy, I apologize, the only way that Requiem, create like a problem for themselves here is if they, let Leggy just get free quick downs, get value from his ruin. Sort of like how Den did overall in the 3v1. Obviously, Leggy would be looking for, I guess, a more advantageous chase than Shaq to begin with. You get a bloke here at the match 6, which is absolutely lovely. After Riley here, the heart and soul of Requiem. We do, as a Billy main, I know that hurts. That's on the tip, mate. Pause, but no, Hasso. I do think if we just had got aim, we might have 2 down with the rip, Hasso. It's a bit unfortunate. It's sad to say that, but maybe first third here. There we go. We need that. You do need that. Otherwise, it would have got a bit out of hand here. It's still doable. It's still doable. If you get a nice hook mid here, is there a 9 side? Or he wants basement. He's eyeing off basement, Hasso. How do you feel about that?
Look, there's a bit of gen pressure going for them, but I think the one thing to really focus on this match is how long that ruin stays up for, because how fast you move around with this killer. People get off generators when they hear the terror radius, even for a little bit. So I think the ruin is going to cause problems for as long as it's up. And it might sound common sense, but especially on this killer. It is not one that you want to have up, and that's what screwed CatJam over. Even though they completed 4 generators last match, they still ended up getting, a decent result considering Ruin was up. Now imagine what would happen if Ruin was not up and they were relying on Eruption. They were actually having some pretty nice chases. So, overall, I think they've got a lot here to play for, and if Leggy can protect this Ruin, I think that'll give him the chance to win. And there's going to be the first generator popping top mid, so yeah, I don't have a full thought process on this so far, Jams. I think as soon as his second gen pops, it's going to be problems, but yeah, we're just going straight back for that timeout. We don't even care about that main generator.
Yeah, I mean, it's really beautiful to watch that honestly they're playing well the survivors. The top of another gen, I think that one being main has so that's it's kind of the one you want. Now we don't have anyone really set up for the pull. Like you do have a bloke set up. I think you might have needed to walk, not for the pull, so just for the gen. I apologize. I think you needed to. No, we do get caught out here 7. I apologize. That is a bit unfortunate. I thought we were about to be on there if we were the survivors. You were honestly going to be able to just get away with one, and I mean. The free pressure that they're getting right now with ground 0 just being in chase right now as well just means nothing. I mean, they're just around gen sitting on gen 3. Shirali's evaded the killer. That's big in the grand scheme of things. That just means no one can ever really do anything now. And I mean that in the context of Leggy and just any Billy player. Once you lose your tunnel out on Billy, it's not impossible to come back, but this context is so important. 4K1, you've just lost any pressure you have. You do laser on top of a bloke. That's lovely to see. We do choose to M1 break this. I don't know how I feel about that. Champion of light in hand. Surely someone's common that to not kick them. M1 kick that power. That's terrible. We do in the background. Great pull actually. And Leggy, honestly, showing some not bad mechanics on the Billy. He's doing pretty well. The survivors are playing honestly a little bit more in tune right now. This should be a down. Nice down through the window. I think on same ping. Maybe he maybe gets away with that. Either way, Hasso though, this is not really it's of course you know, CatJam have gone all season winless. They have a direction they're going in, which is relaxing, enjoying themselves, not devoting all of their time to the game, but still enjoying the game and still trying to compete. You do respect that. I think this will really set them up this game here if they're able to win this one, which, you know, it's going to make it tough with Corey getting kicked off that gen as well, another fresh hook, but his gen was really high as well. We do have Ruin still up. It's pretty good to see the side of just Requiem in general, just any survivor squad having Ruin up this late is good. I say that, Castle's Curse, Corey's straight on it. We do chase who I believe to be Rune has though, so I mean you've got 3 freshers, low down. This bloke's champion with this is an interesting build. Dude, don't mind this at all, but yeah, I don't know how so it's a bit awkward now because where do you go from here? Do you just try and get a kill, play 3v1 with Ruin, hopefully, you know, or not Ruin, sorry, with Eruption, sorry, and just hope you can make something happen. I don't think it can happen. I think the gen progress is too far gone now. Look, and this guy's having a ripping chase too. This guy's just living. He's done a map tour right now. I have to admit.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know what the best players possibly play for that 4K1 because there was a hatch escape if I'm not mistaken. Unless I am, but I think. If they can play for the 4K1 here and hold a 3G, oh no, that is unlucky. So if we can play for a 4K1 and we've come in here for a tag, but this will be a down onto our tunnel out. So that's Shirali who will be getting tunnel out. We have looking around for that flashlight save, which we aren't gonna get unfortunately. So yeah, I think Jams play. I'm not too sure what the 3 gens looking like. Spoke far too late. I mean, that is, yeah, that's the final gen popping. I didn't see it on the spectator side on the left side of my screen, unfortunately, but that is the final generator popping. So that is very unfortunate for Leggy. So that will be, this will be out and a win to, or first set win to the side of Requiem, but you know, it definitely not one that I think CatJam, I think there's certain killers that they might feel a little bit weaker on, and maybe Billy's one of them. That obviously mostly rely on, I believe, Sir Smonk to play majority of the killers, which is obviously a great thing. The big man is always up for that, but it does sometimes get a bit of pressure when you come against killers like this, where you might not have a as dedicated player to that specific killer. So, you know, Leggy trying to curve around this tile towards 1, but yeah, Jams, I think it's no, we've run into the wall. So even though it's over and they've won the first set, yeah, I think there's a lot to take out of this one, especially if you're CatJam. I think they can definitely look at a few positives, but definitely look at where they went wrong. And the same goes for Requiem. I mean, I think they played this beautifully, and that is a ridiculous hit. I don't know how that's hit, but, you know, yeah, I think they definitely could have played a little better CatJam, but, you know, teams on certain days don't play to their best, and Requiem just got the better of them for this set. So, yeah, this will be, what? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too sure what we're doing, so we're just sending it away. We're all just going in, trying to save this, trying to get that 4-man out. So, yeah, Jams, what are you thinking about this so far?
I mean, it's honestly well played from Requiem. I think there is a little bit of fun going on. This is dead hard, by the way, so if he hits that, that'd be beautiful. What has happened there? I think Leggy tried to bait the dead hard, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully that was what that was. We do get the pick. I mean, is someone on the gate? The gate's open. We're just playing for the most stage as possible. We've done that. We've gotten the pick. 360 in the gate. I mean, what can you say? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 if Shirali gets hooked, which he will. And he won't maybe Leggy, just let him leave. Maybe the Mori. We'll see right now, and I'll confirm. Beautiful, of course. Leggy takes that lap of that for you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not a bad result. It's not amazing either, is it? It's hard. Billy's hard.
You know, I've never seen them play. I've heard of their name, M-Tom, but, you know, I'm not going to know anything about them until we see them perform. Now, this Jams is where things start to get interesting. An artist set, you said it beautifully before. Problems can arise, but it is a killer that, you know, varies from stages to 4Ks to 4K4s to 4K1s, as you said, from Big Spacey to Andrew. So it does vary a lot, depending on the player and also depending on the team that you're versing. But this is a killer that you've got to just have the smarts for, and look at that. We've loaded in, they're a pub player, pub juicer, a P100 artist. So this is going to be an absolute cracker to watch. And, you know, Jams, if CatJam can win this, I mean, they could be in for a really strong tiebreaker.
M-Tom himself getting involved here should be honestly a good match. I don't know what the play would be here, Hasso. I'm on the side of Requiem because this is quite, you know, a bit unfamiliar for them. This is, like, you can see he's obviously a bit tapped in on the artist. You can tell he's not terrible. I like this weapon too from M-Tom. This was really good. Nice little tag with the crew. So this is going to be an M1 too. If he has carry on, which I believe that's what the green add-on is, so I could be wrong. I'm seeing pretty far back. It should just mean he gets that down. No, he tried to send the 1 crow, so that means Shirali will make the deep 12 here. Good chase to start us off. We have a triple split going as well. Shirali's lasting very, very long. Nice crows there from M-Tom, or I should say just crowns. I say 8, 9 crayons. Maybe they don't want to be referred to as their old alias. Either way, 8, 9 crayons. Well played for your first down, son, and also.
Yeah. Jams, I don't know if you noticed it. I didn't notice it till the big man, old mate 297 setup, but Merciless Storm. Haven't seen that one in competitive ever in my life. What do you take out of that? Because that is a perk that is, I mean, you gotta be good at skill checks, of course, but is that a perk slot that should be used on, like, is that the correct perk selection, do you reckon?
I saw someone in chat say Merciless Storm is like a budget DMS if you know how to use it. I mean, I don't know how true that is. Might be true. I also believe that, you know, there are just a couple better selections. You got Rapid, Eruption as well. I mean, I understand not wanting to bring Eruption, but I mean, you know, Merciless sometimes feels like a throw. It's not crazy. It's nice from 8 or 9 crowns there, I should say. Zoning birds, Hasso, you notice. Real zony. Uses the pain res on the second hook as well. It's really good game knowledge coming out here. You can understand why they might have picked artists for this player. Honestly, bro, really well played. I think this is going to spell trouble a bit early. This is a very early timeout, Hasso, like very early. Like, I know he's not dead yet, but if you find someone here and lingers, which he's found the right person, he's found Rune on the Merciless Storm as well. Honestly, that could have been beautiful. We get rid of Shackpile here, we go back. We might even try a slingshot here. I know we can't. Really good heads-up play there. This is still problematic though, Hass. I'm not sure why we didn't direct back to the pallet. Either way, nice birds there. I mean, like I said, Hass, so you can see why they picked this for this player.
Yeah. I don't know if I just saw a generator skill check be missed. I'm not sure at all. Oh my goodness, so we've missed a skill check. So that is the first value. The Timu DMS jams is what I've just been referred to as. So honestly, these are some insane shots we are hitting as well. We are just pinging from around the map. This is beautifully done from Crayons. Now, I mean, it's gonna spark problems as soon as the next couple gens pop, but look at that. That is beautifully done. I mean, this has been played very nicely from the big man Crayons. He clearly knows how to play this killer, and we are just gonna send it and get this hit here onto the David, which will be ground 0. So, you know, these survivors notoriously known for their communication. I know this team is one of those that has some of the best comms in the game, and we have gotten a little bit lost in the sauce there, and that will be another take. Now, every survivor in the trial has been injured. We don't have any Sloppy Butcher or any of that. Don't know if the add-ons are allowed for Sloppy Butcher, but I mean, yeah, this is looking really... It's starting to look problems because this is our tunnel out. We're going to evade it. We are going to go down. So that is a tunnel out at 3 gens remaining. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say whose side it is sort of favored on. I'd say probably Crayon's side right now is he's just going to get this death to this pain race, which has already been used. But still 3 pain races left in the trial remaining. And, you know... Jams, what do you do in a situation like this if you're the killers? I mean, they don't have the ruin is still up. That is going to be pissing them off because if they can't find it, the birds can just piss them off and get them off the generator. I don't see any other way to put it. It is, you know, ruin is almost a necessary perk on this killer considering you can be so aggressive. And look at the shots we're hitting. I mean, seriously, this is... I don't want to sound like a donut with glaze on it, but seriously, this is ridiculous. I mean, seriously, this is another level. We are just perfectly performing these shots. So, Jams, that'll be another pain race. What are your thoughts up to this so far?
Crayons is just unbelievably tapped in. Looks so powerful right now. So powerful. I'm so impressed with what I'm seeing. This is Team Japan getting honestly dismantled on the artist by the big 8-9 Crayons. It's beautiful to see. The ruin being up, so you're exactly right. Problem. 3 blokes were injured going into the 3v1. Tunnel that was quick as hell. I don't need to be a Tom, Dick and Harry to know that that's going to be pretty much game over. Am I right, Bulla?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's a problem. Yeah, this is not looking good, Jams. It's really not looking good now. These birds are going to cause problems, but I'll say it again. The ruin is really screwing us over, and we are going to get caught off guard here. And Jams, we are looking at a possible 4K2 or 4K. I mean, 4K3 would be out of this world. But that's pain res. That's all the gem percussion gone. They reset right near this hook, so we know that the survivors are nearby. It's just whether we can find them in a good amount of time as the unhook comes in. And Crayons is honestly playing this a bit like a public match. Not really going for the tunnel as much on the second survivor that would be going to death. But Jams, this is an incredible result so far. If this is what we keep up and keep this going, because we still have a pain race in play, which is on Rune, which I believe is the Nia at the bottom. So, I mean, it's definitely problems, but the Ruin is gone now, which is finally something that they need. Now there's no sort of there is no gen reversing perk except that 1 stack of pain res. But, you know, now it comes down to how these survivors play this 3v1 situation, because it's not going to be easy at all, Jams.
Hey, you're exactly right, Hasso. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful what we've seen. Like it's the zone, it's the zoning crows that you love to see. He definitely understands artists. You said 4K2, big muscles. I reckon a 4K3. I don't think he's going to give up any of these gems. Which, if I go back to what I thought you said before, so you did mention if it does go to Xenobite that it may be a chance for Requiem. Sorry, I apologize, for CatJam to get involved. And this is a great find from Tom. How has he found this guy just stealthing it on? This is a great understanding of the game. You tell him, you see what the hype's about, so the guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Constantly relates to him to survivors. That one was a bit of a blunder from him there, but either way, he looks crazy. Looks in good form. 4K3 should be the result. I think Ground Zero is going to stick with Gen. No, he has pulled. Ruin is gone as well, so we did mention that, but I don't think it matters anymore. I really don't. He's missed probably another easy crow, probably getting a little bit frustrated. Probably just wants this down as quick as possible. That's why he's rushing a bit. Waiting at the wall there, just setting up a crow. One thing I've noticed, so he has not kicked Shack Pellet at all. He's opting to play around Shack Pellet. We have seen Ruin just step away here. Visible frustration from Big M Tom coming out. Either way, Hasso, 4K2 on the side of well, let's assume for Requiem's sake, this has been a beautiful chase, the best chase of the trial by Rune, able to make all the way from 6 to 12. I'll say this, Hasso. I think if CatJam somehow managed to not get to tiebreaker from this win con, that would be pretty upsetting. I would like to make one other mention as well. It is also like, how should you say? So, Requiem also good at Xenobite. So it doesn't mean it's over and dusted. Obviously, everyone knows Requiem's pretty decent at it. And obviously picked it a couple times, but they picked it in other tournaments not being also. I think they're confident on Xeno, but we know about Search Monk. That's just 2 tap. Oh my lord. I don't think that was intended, but yeah, I mean, not crazy, bro. Yeah, 4K3. It's impressive. He's played it beautifully. Next result is kind of a piss take for the survivors. They should be able to get 4K2 at the very minimum. At the very minimum, I would be disheartened for them if they didn't. And honestly, Hasso, going to the pinhead like we were mentioning, it's anyone's ball game. I do think it's still Requiem favored, but I mean, the fact that CatJam would have gotten that far is good. That will be their first set win, if I'm not mistaken, if they do win this, and I think we can thank M Tom for that one, or so.
Yeah, I mean,
look at that. That's beautiful. He knows. Sorry, Hasso. He knows he's gonna eat the crow. Places one up afterwards. That's beautiful. I gotta start doing that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm not gonna know exactly, but that's what maybe the 6, no pun intended, 6 or 7th tag that he's actually gotten from the from 2 tags.
Oh my god.
We've missed the skill check now. Oh no, this could be detrimental if they. Oh, Jams, this is problems here. This is problems.
Whoever was the guy in chat that said Merciless Storm S tier, you are the man, big fella. That is insane. I mean, that is why you need to, practice skill checks, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you need to have a good monitor. This is why you need to have a good keyboard, good setup, because that's just diabolical. This is... I hate being like this. I hate being the prick, but... Like, this is Team Japan we're talking about. I don't know if Ground Zero is directly on Team Japan. He is playing with the Team Japanese boys, Team Japan boys, but... Yeah, skill checks, bud. Come on. Mate.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. I've missed a few in my heyday, but come on, mate. Not in a dire situation.
Yeah.
They could have 4K2 actually. Now it's 4K3 because of Merciless Storm. Because you couldn't hit skill checks. Picture that. What if next set CatJam get 4K2? They could have just been a tie if you hit his skill checks.
Like,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Beautiful birds as well.
Yeah, this man, Crayons, is another breed. He's a different breed. He's not born on the planet Earth. I mean, to be completely honest, Jams, if I was on a first date with Crayons, I wouldn't really know what to say if I saw a performance like that, because that is out for Team Ascendants, but they just didn't get a generator done, and as soon as one person goes down in the middle of the wrong place, it's bad. So there is no doubt in my mind that if one mistake happens here on the side of CatJam, it honestly could the flick could be switched on, and I honestly think Den could be able to do it. But he needs everything to go his right way. He can't rely on just things going his right way, but things going wrong for the survivors. And I think that's going to be what's key to getting this victory, if that's what they want.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're not a bad call from you. I believe you somehow managed to slide an Ascendance reference in there. Well in, mate. Good on you. Either way, it's doable to get a 4K3. The survivors have to fumble egregiously. Like, I'm talking Headhunter's got to run down mid. Leggy's, yeah, he's got to get 2-tapped. Leggy's got to get found stealthing. Mercy Death's got to get slingshotted off her gen. You know, it's just all got to go wrong. We do see the rapid, pretty standard stuff. Ron, probably the best build you can get on the artist. Personally, I'm not a fan of rapid, but saying that, I wouldn't know a good compensation perk for that. That is going to be head on, bang, straight to the face, Buller.
Yeah, that's Shack Pallet gone in, gee, a matter of seconds. You'd say 32 seconds that is gone. So we've just sniped Maya here off the gen. I'm not too sure if I just saw Leggy right next to the killer there to the left. So, you know, we are going to have to last now. We can't commit for too long, Jump, simply because, I mean, I don't know how that's it, but simply because as soon as you overcommit for a matter of seconds, it's just, it overclocks the survivors, and they get so much more value on their generator and how much time they spend on it. So we are, you know, gonna have to just not commit for too long. Maybe hit and run, because this first generator is about to pop, and yeah.
I was just saying, that was smash it, but that was good. I think that's why she dropped the pellet through the start. I think we was going to get hit, but it's going to smash it. There's a double out for the first chase. That's a recipe for just beautiful gameplay. That's what you want to see on the artist. If you can get that done, you're loving life. Leggy here down on 6. We do see Storm's Light getting on 3. I'd like to see Headhunter on the 9 side here for a beautiful formation. Can we have a look at Headhunter one more time? Just have a geese where he's at, just for the people at home. Oh, look at him! Look at him! Beautiful gameplay, son. No, he just resonates. Aura, look at him. Okay, enough screen time. Back to the killer. But I mean, none of them have to rotate. You can triple split. I mean, we got a bloke standing at hook. Just waiting. Do you give tag? No, we don't give tag. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Get him in chase, mate. Just juice for us. No, Headhunter is the goat. What will he do here, though? You have a pellet behind you, son. You gotta, I mean, yeah, taking the M1 there is not bad. He's gonna choose to run D12. I like that decision from him. There's no chance to really, you know, top here for him to, you know, disrupt as a survivor. Nice vault there. Nice vault there if you wanted to go down to the artist, of course. But Ruin's still up. That was just a good crow, to be honest. I thought it was too far away. Pain Res top. I like the approach from the big man then, spreading the pressure. I noticed he had a bad first chase, just thinking, you know, maybe I can linger here, maybe I can pick up Maya a bit later on. And I mean, that in a sense of finding her later in the trial. Sorry, that sounded bad, but I'm sure Deng has a lovely lady in his life. But no, we do see Leggy jumping in locker there. Storm's Light on the 4 side. Beautiful RNG, RC. Beautiful RNG. Need this. Beautiful step away from the pallet as well from Storm's Light. You will take the M1 for it, but it's the most purest. Oh my god. Storm's Light, no. No, you can't be doing that to me. You can't be doing that to me.
This Charms, I mean, we haven't got a tunnel out really. We've got 2 survivors first staged, but honestly, yeah, this could. I don't want to say it, Charms, but as soon as the down goes in the wrong location, if there's a pain res in the middle of these generators, that's when it starts to spell problems. Now, you know, we are going to see the big man Headhunter getting chased in now. He's just going to pre-drop this pallet and use his distance that he can get, and he's going to get away. Probably get a crow here straight to the face, and bang, he does. We are just going to run straight through the pallet and not up to drop it, which is, I mean, fair enough. I wouldn't really know what to do there either. So, you know, trying to get as much distance as possible, which is fair enough. And Den is just playing this literally how JD had to play it when he had a tough win con. You cannot overcommit at all because it's just going to screw you over. So, you know, this is problems, Jams. If this is a down and the pain res is nearby, I mean, surely, come on. I mean, it's what, 2 generators need a pop for them to win. I mean, you'd hope it all works out, but the progress, the ruin is causing problems, Jams. I think they need to get a reset off and really just find that ruin.
You're not wrong, bro. Getting ruined wouldn't be a bad shout here. I mean, you also need to consider the fact that if you leave too many people slugged for too long, it might just throw things off in the game for the killer. So maybe leaving Storm on the ground is kind of a bait. It's risky as fuck, but it could work out if you do just sit on the gens. Weak!
Oh
That's
my. It's doable. It is very doable. No, I'm taking my headset off in a second. It could be doable. It is very doable here now, Jams. I mean, we're gonna get the pick, but what did I say? Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I mean, let me get back to my microphone, but Jams, did you think, I mean, I don't want to, you know, put CatJam down any lower, but this is not looking good for them at all. I mean, it genuinely looks like it could be a 4K4 because this ruin, Jams, is causing bad problems. I mean, it is not good at all, and it's standing in the way of that main generator. And this hook is a pain res right near that main generator. So that'll be pain res onto the main generators for the 5th time I said it. Last sentence says no. Our survivors have been found. This is problems, Jams. This is starting to spark real problems. What are your thoughts, mate?
I mean, this would be very upsetting if we aren't able to achieve this. The ruin is chewing. Leggy just got hit with crows. We know where Mayor's. He knows where everyone is right now. He found the stealth for the pool. It was doable once they got all the picks. Now it's not. You need Mayor. I don't know. We do. You need something. You need to commit this gen. Leggy has to watch it. If he doesn't pop this gen, it's truly over. And I'm talking like pop this before he can, you know, get down there and do something about it, which I think he should. But either way, the fact that ruins up is terrible, and you've just found mayonnaise out here. Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. You do need to pop that. Like I said, let's make sure it pops. It should pop. If he lingers all the way over here and stops this gen before it pops,
No.
I will cry my eyes out. I can't deal with this, please. Okay, it does pop. So I'll play the leggy for having the initial there. Just stick to Jenny's gonna go edge 6. The reality is, though, Hassa, they have to play a 3v1 and pop. Is it 1 gen now? Yeah, they have to pop 1 more gen. So, do you think it's doable?
I mean, I'll put them down too much, but to be completely honest, if you want my honest take, I don't think so. And the only reason I'm saying that, Jams, for the sole purpose of one thing, that is the ruin. The ruin is causing problems. One thing that I think anyone that is playing, if you do come up against ruin, especially on a projectile killer, get rid of it out of the trial as soon as possible. It is your key to winning. It's key to success in a game like this where things are just regressing and you're just shooting birds. I mean, it wastes so much time and it doesn't help at all. So finding that ruin and locating it is key. So You know, it was hidden away at the back of main, or inside at the back of main, but they just didn't find it, Jams. And yeah, I think that's going to spell a 4K3. And if I'm not mistaken, Jams, 4K3 means it's a tie for this set. But because they won the first set, I believe that's a 1-0 win to Requiem.
No, you're wrong. So this will be a tie if it ends as a 4K3, assuming that they don't pop a gen. Which means they'll play the tiebreaker set, but that also means that, how should I say, it'll be a tie. So they'll go into the tiebreaker set, which it's Cenobite DDS. They'll go into that being 1-0, so they'll just count as this set as a tie. So that means CatJam can only, if they don't 4K2 this right here, right now, this means they just can't do anything about it. They can't win. They can only tie from this point on, which pretty upsetting when you consider about how Crayons played. We're going to take a pain risk here as well, which is just great from Den. I mean, Den's played this beautifully. Just done really, really well. You can't really argue with how he's played. I'm impressed with how he's played. It takes a big, strong man to do this. I've seen this a couple times. Big high 4Ks on the gens, on an artist.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bull-Up. I don't know. It's tough. This, yeah, Cenobite is only going to be able to be tieable now. Or it can be winnable, but that means it won't be a tie. So Requiem, by doing this result here, even from a tie, is just they're guaranteeing themselves a point, even if they lose the next set. That in itself is a win after getting 4K3'd, I think I say.
Yeah, you've said it perfectly. Jams, if they do, I mean, that would be inspirational, but doubling, surely, right? I mean, well, one's gotten off, one's gotten back on. They have to be doubling. They have to be.
Look us around to the double cameraman. No, they're not. It's just not going to we're splitting. Yeah, it should be over, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's... So just to reiterate what you said, so for people that are just joining us, so because this will be a tie, they will go ahead and play the Cenobite set, and I believe it is currently 1-0 as it stands. If this game goes out correctly and not another generator pops, and then they will play for a tie. CatJam will play for a tie in the tiebreaker, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Requiem obviously can still win. They win Cenobite, that means they win 2-0 in a best of 3. But we do draws in our soul this season. We did draws, so obviously the only draw we've seen, I believe, all season was Forsaken Evolution. Forsaken won Billy. They tied Dracula, and Evolution won Unknown. So might be setting up for a secondary tie here. I'm not too sure, Bulla, to be honest. It's I think both sides maybe feel like this could be a bit of a loss with the way this game played out. Both these games have played out. You don't feel good getting 4K to high gens. I bet Requiem's breathing a lot of fresh air right now after Den's just put on the big boy pants. We do get the pool in the background. I still don't think this is doable. This would be generational, but it's tough. So Cenobite though, that's gonna be where your mental lies at. Getting a set a point off of that would be beautiful. And I mean, I don't know why Den decided to be an angry man, but he's kept CatJam winless or setless in which is very heartbreaking for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You can't win them always the same, but I do agree, Jams. I mean, Crayons put a performance and a half on, and Survivors just unfortunately couldn't pop those 3 gens. Now, you know, of course it isn't Den's game. Den hasn't won this set, but for the result that he had to meet to get the win / tie, I mean, he's done very well. He's just done incredible jobs, and this will, I think, the only possible way for them to win this set is if they get Hatch, if Leggy gets Hatch. So, you know, yeah, this is not going to be easy. Hatch or gets out somehow, but it's problems, Jams, and I don't know how the vibe would be going into the next match. What the emotional, you know, what they'd be feeling emotionally and mentally. If they're, you know, just a little bit down after this, but you know, honestly, I think they definitely could have played better, but there's a lot to also say that they did well. So good on, yeah. I mean,
Oh
we
no,
are
that's
just playing
12.
for the game, so
He might get this, so he's gonna close hatch. He might actually genuinely get this. He might get this. There's no resi, but look at the distance. He has to walk, Archie. Look at that distance. Sit on the gate, son. Sit on the fucking gate.
Oh my god! There is no way! Sit on that fucking gate, son! That is godforsaken! You have thrown! No, no! No!
oh my goodness, you heard it from the commissioner himself. I mean, that is. Look, I don't know if you get your crows back in time, but
Which means, like I said before, if you were not here, CatJam can only play for a tie, and then Requiem can still play for a win here, which is good. But we need a win here. You can't tie this. You need to win. So I think at this point, if you're CatJam, you need to really focus, lock in, send this, get a good result for first month. Because I think, truth is, Archie, I think Requiem will be a bit more fit. Maybe not more fit, but they will be definitely conditioned to out a ping Cenobite. They obviously are well versed on the Cenobite. Obviously that's why they've left it to TB. You would know that. Anyone would know that just by you know, just seeing their recent game history. To be honest, Archie, they have done well on Cenobite. I don't recall. I don't want to say it was 0 stage, but it was a very, very low stage game that I watched recently. In a pretty, I think in the Hens tourney of all things. So, no, they are a great squad. So.
yeah. I mean, basically said everything. Look, I've just, I don't really know what to say after the last setup. I'm a bit speechless. But look, Jams, we move on. We have the pinhead. We're taking first chase here onto Leggy now. The camera is a bit glitched when you do use the chain ability, which is a bit frustrating because sometimes you actually can't see where the chain is meant to land. But yeah, to be completely honest with you, I think they have to have really good chases here if they want to get a good result. And it might sound obvious, but against the pinhead, all you need is a basement hook or something that can just slow down the survivors, especially on DDS. Basement hook is nice because it's always located in the middle of the generators. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on how this one's going to be played out, Jams?
Honestly, so it's a good start. They took like a really weird tag, but Maya lasted. He left Maya. This is a great start for them. Really, really great start. Honestly, so I wanted to ask you one question before I threw it off, and I just remembered it. The Ruin. Do you think this build here is what we need here on the side of Den? I would have liked to see a sloppy, but I don't hate the bamboozle. It's bamboozle ping I just don't love, but I do understand it 100%. How do you feel about sloppy overall? Oh, nice little fake from Mercy. Then we do need a gen pop too. That should be Mercy Leggy resetting the background. Come on, Mercy Den, baby, give it to him. That is smash it. Well in, beautiful. That is nice to see. Kate Denson on the hat too. Back to 12. Gonna die deep. One. This is textbook stuff, Archie. Textbook.
Yeah, I mean, you did mention the. Sorry if my mic is laggy or any of that. You know, I am having a few internet issues, but I do think that the sloppy butcher definitely does have. You know, not having sloppy and running the ruin. I mean, Jums, anything is really possible. And yeah, I think this has been a beautiful chase so far. Yeah, what do you think it needs to be played out right now if you're on the side of the killer?
You need to get it down. You need to stop dawdling. You need to commit to this chase right here. Yeah, which Mercy Death has just had a great game so far. She's really, really understood the assignment. We are going to get this hook Hasso finally on a pain res of all things with the ruin still up. We do have ruin up now. Is this the ruin totem here at the one solo Hasso? I couldn't know. It's at 5. So, I mean, he doesn't have the greatest ruin. We are sitting mid 6 Maya. We have a bloke on main. Hunter's on. Yeah, it's a great gen split as well. Perfect def location. Honestly, Archie, I'm gonna pre-fire right now and say it's gonna be a 5-stage, 5-stage 3 fresh. Oh, Hasso.
5-stage 3 fresh. You heard it.
Oh, I thought. Yeah, I just. Sorry, I did see your message. Yeah, my bad. You can restart. Brother, you're all good. Oh, he is lagging bad. Okay, I understand. So Hasso is the part with us. He will be back. No, I will take South versus this game anyway. Just like I do love the scene, but it's been really well from the Survivor so far. This is what you needed. You needed to last. You needed to have good chase. Mercy, Maya had good chase. I believe Leggy also had a good chase. So they were just put themselves in a good position where May did not want to commit. And now he has one hook. The Ruin is good. He's playing a bit freely with the Ruin. That's not the best decision if he's not getting downs and tags. You need to get tags, bro. You just need to get tags. That's why Sloppy Ruin is such a great combo. It's tough. It's very, very tough because Headhunter's going to take a tag there as well, deep 6. Ruin needs to get cleansed. Has it been? I don't know if it's been commed. It should definitely have been commed. Nice chain as well from Headhunter. We do get the box down at 3. Just really, really well played. So I heard myself screaming in the ear. Sorry for the last match of the replay. Nice down from Headhunter. Beautiful chase location. Beautiful death location. Sorry, I'm a little bit startled on the side. the fucking screw. Oh my god. Now that was diabolical. I still can't believe that the gate wasn't sat there. But no, this painters will come through. This is a late painters in the game. This is still at 4 gens, ladies and gentlemen. But I will note that the pressure on the map is pretty ecstatic. We've got 3 survivors healthy. 6 is being worked on. Main is being worked on. And I believe, the gallows gen has a bit of progress, but it will regress slowly with Ruin. If Ruin is still in this trial, which it is, yes, we do see it up on the totem on the killer's HUD there. We do catch Maya here. Nice little chain as well. Beautifully played overall. We do see Mercy Death now rotating in. We've lost sight of the killer a little bit. We might have to do a trade. We're not trading. We're just choosing to leave, go down to 11 side, drop the toilet pallet. Hopefully we can get a rotation in. Maybe it would be advantageous for Den to flick back here, because I think forcing seconds on Headhunter with the Ruin here could be a play. We do see 3 pop. If he sees another gen pop, I'm assuming he'll just full hard out commit. If they get the pull before seconds, it's not the worst thing in the world, because you will see the guy from 3 just rotate over before seconds. So bit of a minor setback for CatJam, 1000%. Probably needed to get Headhunter off that hook there, definitely before second. We see a survivor just freely rotating in, no dramas at all. And it's probably not the best decision to just run in and giving ourselves away, but I guess it's a bit of a dire situation. We are taking a tag if you're Leggy there. Now, I mean, I would have liked to see maybe Mayor and Leggy swap positions just because Leggy's the FTP. He's taking a tag as well, so no FTP for this last chase on Headhunter. They truly are just going to let him fend for himself. Maybe Mayor can take a body in the background, but I have no idea. We just need to see the bro juice. Good jiggy. If Headhunter's able to juicy, this could be a legacy performance, son. You need to make Shaq. I think he does make Shaq. He's going for the vault. Does make the vault fast. That's very, very nice. The chain should be broken from that. He's going to loop back around to the bottom side. We do have this 6. We're choosing to greed. That's a tough decision to make if you're Headhunter, and that's just going to be down instantaneously. We are on the pallet. Tell me Mayor's around. Tell me Mayor's around for this pallet save. This is what you need.
Pubbing?
Are we pubbing indeed, Hasso?
Yeah, sorry.
You're all good, buddy. We have just gotten tunnel on Headhunter here. We're at 2 gens. There was a bit of as you left. I mean, I think you were the good luck charm, buddy. As you left, things sort of got a bit shambolic. Headhunter's now dead. We took it down. We found the stealth and we took it down with no rotation. And yeah, I mean, it was getting a bit shambolic, Hasso. And I think what was gone from a 5-stage is now just going to be a 4K2.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen in situations where you're sort of backed against the wall and I did miss a little bit, obviously. My PC did just die on me, so I need to catch up a little bit. I definitely have a rewatch of what has happened after the games, but I mean, again, Jams, the ruin has yet to be cleansed. My PC has been restarted and it is still not cleansed. That could be, I mean, that's problems, because that is a very important perk in a build like this, and you really got to make sure that you're on top of it, because this could be a 4K one, and not that Sir Smonkey is not capable of that, but that is not an easy one, especially on the pinhead. So, yeah, the resources are going, they're fluctuating. It's going to be problems if they don't pop a generator or two. And considering that the director of everything on this team, I'd assume, is the big man headhunter who'd be guiding everything.
No, Hasso's internet is just terrible. No, it's been such a great night too. No way, don't give me problems like that. Either way, we do see a box being located at one. No, he is right though, Archie. The ruin being located. It's not cleansed at this current time, so he might have been fibbing.
Being the IGI.
So I do believe we have Hasso coming in right on a secondary. That's how bad he is lagging, so apologies for the slight production issues. Obviously, cannot account for the Hasso's terrible internet, but we do take a tag onto Mercy there at the far side. Ruin definitely would have had to be spotted by now. Hasso, is the internet fixed, mate?
Yes. I think so.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, I think, well, I figured out why my internet has been so terrible, and would you believe it, I was updating Fortnite, so there you go, it says it all. So that is why my internet has been in shambles. So hopefully it's better now. I've cancelled the update, I've paused it. Yeah, I'm going to take the chase back onto Leggy, and this gen could be getting worked, and it is going to be getting worked, so very nicely done, and we're just going to opt to send it back towards the street generator. Now, Jams, problems like this can arise as soon as a few injuries come off, and please tell me my PC hasn't done it to me again. Okay, it hasn't. So, yeah, this could be real problems. I need to get a reset here onto Maya and Mercy Death, which that's where the problems could start to really arise. So, I mean, Jams, what do you think so far? Are we looking at a 4K one? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I don't know what to say that, Archie, that it's not going to be a 4K one. I got to be brutally honest. Looked like low stages at one point, and we somehow just had a fumble. We've gotten what we needed. Yeah, the ruin. It's just been an A tier perk or S tier perk all afternoon, hasn't it, Archie? Just getting constant value over 3 sets. I had a conversation with Andrew Loops today, and then we were talking about ruin good, ruin bad. We both were under the same assumption that ruin is just terrible. How wrong were we? Jesus Christ. But no, I do think that this has been well played from Den. If they somehow manage to pop for a 4K0, it would be good. You need that. But the truth is, bro, you need outs on the set as well to really make it manageable for Pokemon, as you said. Who is more than capable on the pin, and it is his main killer. Mechanically gifted at that killer when he's locked in. It's a tough one though, Archie. It's very tough.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you said it perfectly. The ruin has been problems the whole, not just this set, not just the set before, but since the first set, the ruin has caused atrocity, really. I mean, it's just been terrible. Not good, really terrible, just for the survivors on both sides. I mean, it has caused disruptions, and Leggy's going to have the box here, Jam. So this is going to be a down with the box. This is not looking good here at all. They are going to double this generator, but I don't think they pop in time, to be completely honest with you. If we can get a flick over to the survivors here on this generator, that would be awesome, but I don't know. So they're opting to reset, so they weren't even working the generator. They were just hiding in the field of view of that generator. So it did look like they were working it, but they weren't. So, yeah, I mean, this could be just 4K1 Jams, to be completely brutally honest with you, as we spot out Maya, and yeah, 4K1 is what I think so far.
Yeah, exactly right, and it's tough to comprehend really how this has gone down. Again, I've expressed, emphasized that probably should have been 5 stages. I'm gonna be honest. There was a bit of there was some great looping at the start of this game.
It's hard because we're all injured and there's no sloppy, so you can take time to reset at some point. But I don't know how. So it comes down to a point where it's like you need to figure out what is kind of happening here. We are baiting the head on here on the edge map. But that's the one thing I want to say. I just don't think they have a plan. It's just pick. Oh, okay. So Mercy definitely just in the line. She held that head on for so long. Good on her. I don't even know if she was head on, but yeah, leggy on the box. I don't know. He's got the box in his hand. It's gonna be a 2v1 now, Archie. It's hard to say that this is gonna get any better from here on out, man.
Yeah, I mean, the box has been collected. Yeah, definitely problems. You know, 4K1 is not something you ever want on this killer. This will be like this will be the location of Mayor, and yeah, so this will just spell the 4K1, and it is problems, James. It really is. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm sort of speechless, to be honest. I think a 4K1 against this killer is not something that you should be happy or you know, overly happy about. I think they definitely know that the thing about CatJam, just before I continue, is the thing about CatJam for people that should know is this team definitely can when it's their day, they can perform at a fairly high standard, to be completely honest with you. Sometimes it may look, you know, even the results might say that, oh, they get 2-0'd every single week, but to be completely honest, they always are putting up a fight. They're a group of friends that put up a fight, you know, week in, week out. So it is truly great to see that they are sticking together and adding a few additions to their team, like Hunter and Sir Smonk. So I honestly think that, you know, they can play better than what they are. And I mean, Den is just, he knows what he's doing, James. You can't say anything better than that. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly right. So this is going to be the 4K1 taking us out. It's a great result from Den. Really well played. Could have been low stages off that Mercy death chasing is definitely MVP. She's played well all day, actually. I think what we'll do, Archie, take one last intermission before we get into our last set of the night, or last set of this match. And then we have, obviously, just to reiterate, if you are just joining us, I will give the people context. You will have a 4K1 win con on the side of the survivors as it stands. Oh, sorry, a 4K0 win con, I apologize. So meaning they have to pop 5 gens for them to win this match. If Sir Smunk manages to 4K1 himself, that will be a tie. Requiem will still win, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because they won the first set. So Sir Smunk needs to 4K2, or his chances of getting any points in this match are sort of over. Now, the problem is, Hasso, it makes a bit of a tough situation because you have long chases now, and that is not going to be a long first early tag. We are going to run main. Probably a bloke sitting at main, I believe. Up there. We see a bloke getting in the locker, and Sir Smunk has just swung straight through that. Archie, did you want to get your little 2 bits in before the internet dies? Oh my god. Bang! No! It's early! No!
I mean, before anything, I really hope the internet does keep up. If not, you just have to solo cast this one. But yeah, no, we're going for no ruin, which is a bit of a surprise. Sir Smunk, though, playing this very, very aggressively. I love this on the side of the big man. I know he is keen on this killer, and look at this. This could be really nice. If Sir Smunk can get a pain res nearby, that would be beautiful. But so far, it's, yeah, I mean, it is just not much gem progression, I don't believe. If we can have a look at the survivors, what they're up to, that'd be awesome. But they are getting the reset off the FTP. So we've opted to bring the FTP into the trial. I'm not too sure if that is the right perk. I mean, it is a great perk for tunnels. So, you know, we are going to take chase here onto Corey. And yeah, honestly, jumps. There needs to be a down here on the side of Sesamo. He's already got 2 hooks, but he needs to just keep it up. If he can keep this pressure up, it will really build on these survivors, and it will fuck them over. So, you know, hopefully we can see it down here. And Sir Smunk he's going to take the window here, is Corey. So, you know, Sir Smunk really good with the chain placement. And I don't think he makes it, and he doesn't. So this is very nicely done here from Sir Smonk, and he's just gonna, sorry, from Corey. So, yeah, this is looking really, it could be in the Survivor's hands here because this chase looks to be a little bit too long. And keep in mind, this is the FTP that was brought into play here. So for no tag to be given this long, and I think, so we do make that. So, there's the first generator popping. This will be a pickup onto Corey. Our third fresh of the trial. And Jums, what are your thoughts up to this moment?
I feel like both killers have chosen to bring Bamboozle on a ping set on media. I don't hate. I get it. I do get it. I feel like, me personally, I'd play a little bit more freely. I'd probably bring a Sloppy Butcher. Maybe even, Sursmonk didn't even bring a Ruin here, so, when you consider that, it just makes it a bit dull. Everyone has their preferences and their dislikes. Personally, if it's me loading into a Cino by a set with a 4K1 WinCon, I think you just have to send the Ruin. I think you need... If there's ping considered, I don't think you really need Bam, in all honesty. I think Sloppy could do you a bit more justice here. I see a couple of blokes running Rapid, funnily enough, so maybe even Rapid could do something here. No, but Rune's done well to avoid this tag, so Smonk, he's not really... He did put himself in the position to start the 4K. He sort of slowed down a bit. They've just been sitting gens for free while that guy's been looping main. They will probably see another gen pop for this guy's death loop. Or sorry, for this guy's second stage, I should say. Which, if they don't pop that 3 gen, it could be a bit of problems. We do see Sir Smonk eyeing off the bro. Bit of humpage from the big Sir Smonk. Love that from him. Now, this is typical gameplay you'll see, just chaining blokes off main, chaining blokes kind of hovering mid. That's the 9 gen that's going to pop into the second stage. Now, 3 is getting worked on pretty vigorously. I think 3 might pop in the background at some instance, maybe in the next 10 to 15 seconds, I should say. I don't know how it does, and he needs to sort of linger now, apply Eruption on it, and even if he does, I don't think it'll mean anything in the long run. How high is it? The gen's not that high, it's only 75, so I was a bit mistaken. Their gen progress is low. If this was a good hook for them, for Sir Smonk, then I should say. He was able to pressure main, didn't really pressure 3, but didn't really need to. Let 9 pop. You need to sort of tunnel Korra, and now Korra needs to have a short chase. They can take bodies here, you've got 3 blokes healthy, but you need to find Korra, you need to get him down in a heartbeat, Hasso, and he could get the 4K1 with the quick tunnel, he really could.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's going to be a generator in the background getting worked by Shriley, so, internet, again, sorry if I'm cutting out, it's a bit of problematic whenever I seem to speak, so I'll just pass it back on to Jams.
You see an awesome chain there as well from the big Sir Smonk. That's going to be your 3 generator popping, and Corey is going to make Shaq. This is so bad for Sir Smonk now. I'm assuming, yeah, Gallows is at 80, 60. He has to leave tunnel out now and play for gens. It's so bad. He's in such a tough spot. Requiem have played well. Again, it was a 4K 0 win con for the survivors. Sir Smonk having to 4K 2 Tarkon, being that infamous 4K 1 that you've probably seen so often. That's going to be a tag onto ground 0. A 2-tap onto ground 0 here might be able to sway things back into the path of the big Sir Smonk. Although the chains on Cenobite, everyone infamously knows it's just terrible. Honestly, that's a good down. I'm not too sure if any other gen will play. It has to. The other 2 survivors have been doing nothing. They're resetting on main for now. We see a bloke running for the box 6, and maybe the progress isn't all there just yet. Surely, I do believe 5 has to have at least some bit of progress, maybe 50% on the gen. Either way, good chain from Sir Smonk. If you can catch Corey on a 2-tap, that's only the way Sir Smonk can really do this. I still don't even think that is going to get the job done here, because they can just honestly double a gen and play for time, and they just win. So yeah, it's going to take Sir Smonk's very, very best. Exhaustion's allowed. 1 stack off the Metal of Man, back on Gallows gen, got another bloke on main. They can just sit these 2 gens, and it's just kind of over for Sir Smonk. But I guess this is maybe why you opt to bring Bam. If you are forced to chase main, not a bad shout. I'll be truthfully honest. But we do see a ground zero back main here. We need to be able to perform a madness here, if you say so. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. They played well Requiem. They should pop all gens for the 4K zero just for this chase, especially with this guy bodying now. Riley finished 60, I believe. That's the 5 gem. I do believe Corey would just be on like a 1, maybe Gallows. I think he's on Gallows, so Gallows would have to be around there as well. And, you know, when you consider all that, like, it made Corey still think 5. Fair enough. He's playing very, very slow. Just waiting for a reset, waiting on top of the box. Has a good build to go. FTP clean break, that is insane. I didn't know the combination worked that well together. Does it actually? That's crazy. Either way, wanted to do some research on that. Yeah, 5 stages right now. You got a death hook. They've popped a gen for Tycon, so if you aren't keeping up, that does mean that Requiem just do win by default, because this set, even if it ended at a 4K1, that'll be a tie. Requiem obviously won the first set. And CatJam have taken 2 ties away. They got 4K. Oh, Metal of Man. No, Metal of Man is just setting back so far. Well, if it was impossible to 4K now, it's way more than impossible. I don't know why Sir Smonk is looking back. What has happened there? Maybe something's gone wrong. We need... He's just looking at me. He's just storming to 5. It's not doable. It's not doable, in my opinion. Are you there, Hasso?
Yes. I really hope my internet keeps up with me, because it is being smooth and shit. So yeah, I think so far, I mean, Smonk, that gen's gonna pop in the background any second, so that'll be the wraps. But what can you take out of this, Jams, out of these matches?
I think CatJam had a really, really great opportunity to honestly not only take like a tie, but to take a win. They got a big fish, big crayon. Big fish is me. Big crayon get the, what was it, the 4K3 on the artist? Monster, absolute monster. We saw a mirror of that result, Archie. They mirrored results, 4K3, 4K3. That should have just been a set CatJam would have won. I think everyone would agree with that. That should be hard. That's really hard to fumble, of course. They did well in the end. Sir Monk's going to get outed. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Archie. Yeah, it's a tough result. It's a tough result. It's the average on Pinhead, if not a bit more than the average. I think the average is like